Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. From panic to pump, 6 wild HBAR events in just 18 hours. The first state issued stablecoin, HBAR slumps 4%, signs of a bullish breakout forming, HBAR under fire, AI Studio upgrade, and Grayscale Fund inclusion. There are just so many things to dig into, so stay tuned until the very end. If you enjoy this sort of content, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's waste no more time. Let's go. So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 0.81% in the past 24 hours and sits at $3.86 trillion at the time of recording, with Bitcoin at 112,574.58, up 1.70% in the past 24 hours. And then we've got HBAR ranked 18th by market cap at 21 cent 98, up 2.44% in the past 24 hours. There's a lot to dig into. Now, I mentioned in a previous video that HBAR is actually outperforming Bitcoin. If you look at over the last 12 months, it's up 357.97%. When you actually take a look at Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin is only up 99.47% in the past 12 months. So HBAR has been a really good buy for anybody that got in early. And I think that this particular project has a lot going for it. So I'm going to dig into all of that. Stay tuned because there's a lot of things to cover off in today's video. So we're going to start here. Wyoming stablecoin to launch on Hedera Hashgraph. Still not available to purchase though. Just want to highlight that. This is the FRNT stablecoin backed by the US state of Wyoming. Reportedly went live on 7 blockchains at its August launch. So again, it's really cool to see this sort of stuff. And like I have talked about this many times, right? When it comes to blockchain technology, I've talked about the fact that the projects that actually get real world utility, and we are going through this phase where things are changing, and I want to cover that in a bit of detail for people, because there is this current way of thinking when it comes to blockchain where it's hype, it's the thought of adoption, it's the thought of real world utility, and that's fine. That's going to get your project to a certain place, a certain level for a period of time. However, the projects that are going to go on and perform and excel are going to be the ones with actual real world utility, not just the thought of it, not just the talk of it, the actual real world utility. And that is what we see, you know, when it comes to stable coins from states, you know, that are backed at state level or country level, or, you know, even, like, for example, a group of states. Like, I think that this is where we're going to start to see the real strong projects that have real longevity to them come through, shine through. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. We've got HBAR slumps 4% as technical breakdown triggers heavy selling. This is a Hedera token tumbled from 22 cent to 21 cent as selling pressure, profit taking, and broader market weakness drove traders out of risk assets. And look, we are going through this period where, you know, we're going from risk off to risk on, and ultimately we're going to see some really big changes when it comes to blockchain technology, the prices of projects. All this stuff is going to change, and it's going to become very, very positive in a landscape that really isn't that positive. So look, I am so excited about this next phase that we're going through. I've been forecasting this for such a long time. I am that guy 24 months ago that was warning people in our free educational Discord that there will be a point where our members wouldn't be able to afford to, you know, keep their lights on, feed their families, you know, and so on. And I think we've gone to that place. We've been there. We've seen retail, you know, go away from cryptocurrency. I don't think they've come back yet, not in their, you know, their droves. Liquidity isn't quite where it needs to be, but we are getting very close. And I've been forecasting, at least for the last 6 to 8 months, that the Fed pivot would be happening this summer. Particular month that I called was September. And on the 17th of September, this month, we are going to find out whether that was yet again another accurate forecast from Cheeky Crypto. So if you're not in the free educational Discord, you need to be there. We don't get everything right. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nothing is guaranteed in crypto. You know, if you invest in anything we talk about, you do so at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in any financial instrument, including crypto, is very risky, and you do risk losing all of your money. So I just want to get that out there. But our forecast has been second to absolutely no one. And I say that with great conviction. And anybody that says otherwise really hasn't been paying attention. So super excited to see how things develop, and if we are, you know, have yet again another correct forecast. But there's a lot to dig into, right? Is now the time to be buying Dogecoin before a potential 30-cent plus surge, or 30 cents plus surge in Q 2025? So this is talking about Dogecoin, but it is touching on, you know, rising competition from the likes of HBAR offering real-world utility and lower volatility, and stating that this threatens projects like Doge market position. And I think it very much does, and it eats into what I was talking about earlier in this video, right, where I was saying real world utility, actual real world utility will be what takes these projects to new heights. It will see a new top 10, a new top 5. I've mentioned a few times that real world utility altcoins will start to flip Bitcoin in the medium to long term future. Now, not everybody agrees with this, right? And that is completely fine. And a lot of people will think that I'm crazy for saying it. But I am in the camp that all the money in the entire world will eventually be on the blockchain. And once it's on the blockchain, it will be on layer 1s, it will be on layer 2s, it won't be on Bitcoin. That's my thoughts, that's my opinions. We will see Ethereum flip Bitcoin. We will see Cardano flip Bitcoin. We will see XRP flip Bitcoin, in my opinion. Nothing is guaranteed, obviously, but these are my predictions. These are things that no one else will tell you. They will think about, consider, and keep to themselves. But I am out here trying to support as many people with my views, my opinions, whether they're right or they're wrong. Take it with a pinch of salt. Treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. Hedera slides 12%. Investors abandon ship as HBAR weakens further. I just did a video on Cardano, and the headlines are so eerily similar. You know, talking about, you know, investors selling off, you know, whales selling, you know, investors abandoning ship. They're not. Like, this is just across the board. It's market wide. It's, you know, it's just general, you know, economic, you know, moves in the markets, in the stock market, in the crypto market, and ultimately we're seeing it all play out. So I take all these headlines with a bit of a pinch of salt, but ultimately these sort of big pullbacks in projects, and I'm not quoting any particular project, but my humble opinion is any project that has potential real world utility, like, or I say potential, is on the cusp of real world utility, you know, in my opinion, if they get it, that is where, you know, buying these huge big pullbacks is an opportunity. Like, not all altcoins are built the same. They're just not. I went and joked when we were on tour in Europe, using nothing but crypto to get from Madrid, Spain over to Sofia in Bulgaria. Interested in that, check out the SideQuest channel or join us in the free Discord to find out more. But I joked because we were in this 4-star hotel and it was probably like really, in essence, a 1-star. And I made the comment that not all 4-star hotels are built the same. Altcoins are the same, right? And that was my point back then. So over the past couple of months, Hedera AI Studio has been on a roll, delivering smart enhancements for developer-focused improvements to make it easier to build AI-powered applications on-chain. So version 3 of Hedera's agent kit is now available. And look, the reason why I bring this stuff up is because it's these sorts of updates and hard work that, you know, potentially go unnoticed, but are creating the big value in the space, and where, you know, good price action will be driven from. And then we've got Hedera HBAR rise after inclusion in Grayscale Fund. Now, this is an old headline from July, but I just wanted to reiterate that the other real big opportunity is for projects that are going to have exposure to institutions and you know, the big money, right? The spot ETFs are going to be a huge, you know, part of, you know, the next big push, where we start to see new altcoins go from ranked 18th to ranked 10, from rank 10 to rank 5 to rank 3 to rank 2 to rank 1. This is what is going to be driving big adoption into these altcoins and the altcoin market. So it's going to be really interesting. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.